beginning of the week, and we are all here with energy, ready to get the week going. How
Yeah,
are you ladies feeling?
we are doing
Good.
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 Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so today we have a beautiful show for you. It's all about the lie, you remember? So when we are growing up and we are being told that this is how life is supposed to be, we go by what our parents told us, right? So they always tell us how things will be: go to school, graduate from school, get a job, and work hard on your job, and then you'll be successful in life. Blah, that was wrong. So we now realize that the beauty of this life is actually to bring extra revenue, bring extra income, work smarter, not harder. We work hard as we were told to do. Get three jobs, even if the other two are not giving you enough money. But that is not the thing anymore. The reality now is that you can actually just work one job that will give you three times more than the three jobs. So, today's topic is all about the lie we were told that we need to do in order to be secure, in order to succeed. And our panel here will dive in and give you some of the details about all this lie that we were told. So listen carefully, because you're going to find it interesting and you might find yourself doing exact same thing. So let's dive in, ladies. We started late. I am so sorry. We have some technical difficulties. So, but this is a digital world. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But before I jump to the ladies, let me introduce myself if you're joining us for the first time. My name is Candida. You're watching Connect the Dots with Candida, where we come and interact with the word. You can be watching us from anywhere, but do let us know where you're watching us from so that we can give you some of our virtual hugs, okay? We like to share some love. Right. I'm Candida. I'm a mom of two. I am a civil servant. I am originally from Cameroon, but I'm residing here in Ontario, Canada. So you catch us every week, twice a week. We go live on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then on Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might add some more in the future, but we have two go lives a week. So Miriam, please introduce yourself briefly, and we'll do our introduction first before we dive in.
Okay, I'm your girl, Marian. I'm a wife, a mother. I work in the healthcare sector, originally a Nigerian, and I reside here in the US. And I am a proud digital business owner. Don't move a muscle, sit tight.
Thank you, girl. Naomi, introduce yourself.
Good morning, Australia. It's 7 a.m. here in the morning. I'm coming live from Australia. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Naomi, a happy wife, a mom of two boys, and I'm originally from Kenya, living in Australia, Adelaide, full-time healthcare worker, and a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you. Marilyn, go ahead, please.
Hi, good day. My name is Marilyn, originally from the Caribbean island of St. Vincent, an accountant by profession, now a digital proud business owner. I am the mom of two, but I'm an empty nester at the moment. There you go.
Thank you. And Shui, over to you. Are you muted? Shui, you're
Sorry
muted.
about that. Thank you, Candida. And I'm Sri, and I'm originally from Jakarta, Indonesia, but I've been living in the state of North Carolina in the United States. And here I work in manufacturing as a machine operator, and I'm also a digital business owner. Thank you.
Thank you. Lina, over to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Leena. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I'm originally from India. I'm a civil servant, same like Candida, and I'm a mom of two and the grandma of four beautiful children, and I'm a proud digital business owner.
Thank you. And over to you, Eunice.
All right, thank you so much for having me again. My name is Eunice, originally from Nigeria. I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm a childcare provider also. I'm a proud digital business owner. I'm a mom of four and a wife. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. All right. Again, our topic for today is the lie we were told about job security. And let me ask you a question. How many of us grew up believing that if you go to school, get a good job, work hard, you will be secure in life? You can leave a comment if you believe, if that is what you were told. Just leave a comment below. Just say me, and we'll reach out with a chat. All right, Lina, why don't you jump in now and tell us some of the lies that were told that you need to do this in order to survive?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the question. I think we all told those lies because they didn't know any better. Whatever they knew, they have passed it on to us. And so today I want to talk about something, this is about staying loyal to your job, working hard, and you will be taken care of. And for many, many years, I believed that. And let me say this clearly, I am grateful for my job. Many people don't have job today, but I have, and it has supported me and my family all these years. So I'm not actually complaining, but it is about understanding the reality. Because the truth is, businesses are not built to take care of us forever. They are built to survive and make profit. When things change or go south, decisions are made, and they hold on their numbers but not emotions, no matter how good employee you are in their company. So we all have seen it. Every day is happening right now, happening in my own organization. So people who were loyal for years, hardworking, dedicated, and still let go, not because they were not good, but because the business had to make decisions. For me, I consider myself fortunate, of course, and still have the job, but I chose to also find a side income or side hustle, they call, because of I that one income wasn't enough for me. So I didn't depend, because if nothing was happening, I would have definitely stuck to only one job. Because my life changed at the age of 60, and I had to find something in addition to my job. So this is I am here, but not because I am so, what do you call? Don't misunderstand me. Working hard is good, being loyal is good, but also ask yourself honestly, if something changes tomorrow, am I prepared or not? So if you truly believe um, this, uh, we need to take action. Oh, sorry. Okay, my alarm went. I think I'm almost out of time, but you know what I want to say to you um, is as I said, the one job is not cutting these days. Expenses are so high. So if you are thinking about something on your heart, and whatever you are doing is not enough for you, we have started a business, and if you are interested, there is a panel over here. You can connect with anybody of us, and we will show you how we did it, and what we are actually doing. Note that this is not get rich quick. You need to grow and continue um, in your actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Lina. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Stay loyal to your job. It is a good thing. Some of us have been working in the same company for over 30 years. Loyalty is good. It is stable, but is that enough? That is a question you should be asking yourself. Also, ask yourself this question: am I building somebody's empire? Or do I want to open my own empire? You've been helping this person for 30 years, and you are gonna leave that job, and what next? Like Lina was saying, even our in the civil servant, we are getting cut every day. So they will say it's operational decision, they will say it's budgeting reason, right? So don't think that anything is safe anymore. Think about what you can do to have a safety net. Working for somebody for so many years do not guarantee you a security anymore, because these days people with good jobs, they are letting them go. So all right, let's move on. we move on to Mentor Shri. So, from what I was saying, good jobs equals security. Is that statement true, Shri?
I can't guarantee that because this is very interesting topic because good jobs equal security. That reminds me of where I work because one department already closed down. And I am so grateful that I am still there. I still have my job, and I am so thankful to God that I still have my job. Yeah, right now I still need my job, and but I cannot really guarantee how long I will be working there. Just like I've already mentioned that one department already shut down, and when I found out about that, I was like, wow, what if one day it will happen to this department? So we can really guarantee that, just like Lina said. And those people been working there for a long, long time. And I was like, where are they going now? Because everybody looking for job. And it is not hard to look for, especially like full-time job. For part-time job, yes, it's probably easier to do that, to find that. But for the full-time job, it's not easy. It's competition. But again, it depends on one source of income. It's going to be hard for us too. And I used to have two jobs and still hardly for me to save. And then I lack of sleep, I lack of rest. That's why. And then I finally got accident. So I learned from that, and then I was like, I need to find something different that I can still do my job and I can still do something else while working. So I finally found this digital business. So right now I'm still having this business as a side hustle. But again, I cannot depend on one source of income. So we have to be prepared from now before bad thing happen, just like the department already shut down. So for our audience, just be prepared. Don't be stuck at your job because it cannot guarantee you as a security for you for your future. That's from me, Candida. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like we say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, guys. Do not stay in one place and think that you are secure. It is very important that you start thinking about the other plan. Yes, a job is a security for you. Is that enough? Should anything happen to that job, where will you be tomorrow? Always ask yourself this question because we are not saying that your job is not giving you what you need. Yes, it is. With all this AI coming up and everything happening now, some jobs are even turning into AI instead of human being. So you can be replaced at any time. One source of income is good, but is that enough? So think about it. This digital business is another option for you to bring in another source of income because multiple source of income is always the best solution, right? So if this one goes off, you pick up from this one. So always try to think of it that way. Like you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. All right, moving on. Let's move over to mentor Naomi. Naomi, if you work hard, you will always be rewarded. What will you say about this statement?
Thank you, Sister Candida. Good question indeed. If you always work hard, you'll always be rewarded. But I'll share my experience where I realized in this world we always work hard, but most of the time we are not paid or rewarded. Especially if you see around the world now, bills, especially fuel, it's rising up now. The commodities the prices are rising up because of the fuel, but is our salary being increased at this moment? No. Are we not still working hard? Yes, we are working hard. So it does not always happen like that. And I just want to summarize my story. I grew up in Kenya and I was doing one job. And yes, the bill was there, but it was. Can you imagine when the bill comes in at the end? In Kenya, especially in Africa, it's monthly where you are paid. So when the bill comes in, you pay all your debts and everything, and the expenses and everything, and then you realize you don't have any money left, and you begin a survival mode. you begin borrowing money, to end the month. Now, when the month ends, you again pay the debts and start over again. Actually, when the payslip comes at the end of the month, that's when you are more stressed. That was me until I realized I needed to start a business. So I opened a business shop, and at least I was relieved. There was no pressure, and I had some peace now. And then I looked forward to come to Australia, to a land of green pastures, at least to grow and achieve our dreams. And of course, I came here. There is money, there was money, but I realized I also needed to work very hard, because one job could not subsidize everything: school fees, mortgages, bills, support our families back home now, because we have come to a green land where there is money. In Africa, they do not understand how we get the money here. It's hard work. And there are people who have traveled here, especially parents, and they have seen how their kids are working very hard. They're like, now we've seen with our eyes, we are going back with a different story. So I realized one job was not enough. You need 3 jobs or 2, connect shift after shift, overtime. And then I realized after doing all this, it was still paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because everything keeps rising up, the expenses, the bills, and everything. And actually, the saddest thing, you don't have time to rest, no family time. And that's when I had a turning point. I said, no, this is the life that we were told. Having another stream of income, which does not involve you physically every time and exhaust you, is the best way to go. And that's why we are here to share the blessing of the business, especially this leveraging internet to earn an income where you don't need to be there physically throughout, where you just need to work on your own terms, program your day, the flexibility, the options. We have automated system that does most of the workload, 8% or 9%, and you'll be able to spend your time as you want and still have another side of income. And in the case of anything, this can become your plan A, because in this world, we never know. Our physical body, sometimes changes happen, and we may not be able to do the jobs we are supposed to do. Do you have another plan B in case of anything happens? So that's a challenge to you. If you're looking for something legit, a business that will grow with you, this is it if you're watching it. If you're watching us now. Thank you, and God bless.
All right. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm laughing because when you make a statement, you work hard, and then you even have to borrow money to cover your bills. So by the time the next paycheck is coming, it's just paying off the other debt. So you are again in debt. So have you ever asked yourself a question, why am I working so hard, but I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, right? So that is something that we should be asking ourselves. You feel burnt out, you are tired, you cannot rest, but yet there is not enough to even put aside where you can. Some people will go for 5 years without a vacation because they can't even afford to, right? So this is where we're saying that working smarter and not harder is a better way, because you will still generate that revenue that you're looking for. But at this point, you are doing it from the comfort of your home or wherever you want to do it. This is a digital business that goes around with you wherever you're going. So think about that. All right, moving forward, let's move over to Mentor Miriam. So we're talking about steady paycheck means stability. Is that true?
Thank you for this question is really, in fact, it's important, okay? I don't know, you viewers out there watching us, having that mentality that having a steady paycheck means stability. That's a big lie. Stability without growth keeps you still stuck. Stability without your time freedom keeps you still stuck. Imagine yourself now, like my mentor Naomi just narrated. You get your paycheck, you pay off some bills, you borrow again to pay other ones, and you keep borrowing, and the cycle continues. My sister, my brother, I tell you, that is not stability. Like she rightly said, stability is you doing your regular job, having a side business that doesn't need your presence 24/7, that is running on the side automatically, allowing you to be where matters, allowing you to have enough to pay up those little bills that you go and borrow, allowing you to be able to stay focused on what matters. You see, life will always have change. Like right now, worldwide, we know there is wars on places, and she rightly said the price of gas is going higher. We don't know when it's going to come down. And most importantly, everything around us, if you check now, the rent is going higher, the car notes are going higher, every other thing is going higher except that paycheck. That your paycheck is a fixed, it's capped. You're getting the same paycheck till after 1 year, maybe you get 25 cents increment or 50-cent increment, that still doesn't take you nowhere. But when you have a side hustle like we're talking about, that gives you unlimited sort of, wages. I mean, it's not capped. You are earning this time today, and then tomorrow is higher, increasingly. Let me use the word. You are earning increasing income, not like your salary. Buffett said, the salary is the lie they told you to keep you where you are. And no boss is going to pay you a good salary to help you live your dream life. So if you know you have watching us out there, you got dreams, you got goals, you have a lifestyle you want to live for your children, you have something in mind you are thinking of making sure that your children will get when you're no more. You can't do that on a salary. You cannot achieve that on a salary. We are not talking to cajole you guys. We are just speaking the facts. Having a side hustle is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Either you believe it or not, it's there. I'm sure if you check back what you paid for your rent last year, it's not the same thing now. This year, your landlord has increased. For those of you in Africa, we pay annually. Your landlord has increased his rent. And then you're paying for your electricity. That's also gone up. The tariff is up as well. So when we are telling you to come and be part of this business, it's not because we want to, gain anything from you, but we know the pains of being a head of a home, a mother, a father. We know the pains of having kids who want to be like the other. Oh, mommy, we're going for a school trip, and you cannot pay. You have worked so hard. You've done 2 shifts, and you cannot give that simple $100 or $50 for the child to go on that trip. So tell me, if you're given 2 options, A and B, A, continue working your longer hours, your 16 hours, your double shift, or B, have a side hustle that allows you be with your children, bond with them, make memories together, and then have your business running without you, giving you more income. Which will it be? A or B? The choice is yours. So you're watching us, think about it, and make today count in your life, because you can rewrite your story. You came to wherever you are for greener pastures and you have been struggling. You can change that today. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Yeah. The one source of income used to be sufficient back then, right? So you could have like a family where the husband is a sole provider for the family and things were fine. Not anymore. Even 2 incomes of the couple is no longer enough. So what do? We seek for another source of income, right? So don't rely on one source of income. Like she said, you want also to plan a better future for your next generation, because you don't want them to be going through what you're going through. Thank you. All right, let's move over to Mentor Eunice. So, wow, side hustle. Side hustle are risky. Is this statement true?
All right. Thank you again. I see that at this day of age is not, because one income is is one point to failure. Excuse me to say that, because it's not taking anybody anywhere anymore. If your bills, your paycheck, just one paycheck depends on your bills, on your mortgage, on your taking care of children, grocery, all along, like that is very risky. You can say, oh, my job is good. I am a, whatever the profession is bringing in money. I think those are those days, not now, because everything keeps on increasing every day. The standard of living is high. Let me tell us, we are living, in the season where many companies are for even hospital. Can you imagine that? Hospital they are, telling their doctors to quit. So it's no longer safe. Many companies are folded up. Many business are going down because now I believe things are changing, because many companies now, or many offices, organizations, they are using AI. They don't want a human being again, and it's affecting so many lives. So what do you have as, should I say, like my people will say, shock absorber to hold you in those times? That is why we are saying that this business, online business, is the best option that you can have, a peace of mind, a second income. It gives you options. It can cover the time of emergency, reduce your stress, and then from, paycheck to paycheck, you can have something to rely on. This February that just passed, the inflation, I think in Britain, it's about 3.2% this February, and it's not stopping. It keeps going up. And let us know, things are not changing as soon as you can ever imagine it. It's getting good. Don't let me say the otherwise. So when you think about it, like one of my partners say, I think Miriam said that the choice is yours. You can take that choice, take that step, think about it, so that you have peace of mind. It is not for you to be panic, but for you to have, to prepare the ground before the emergency happen. So the goal is stability, not for you or for us to be struggling. So you don't have to wait until crisis come before you start preparing yourself. The goal is stability, not struggling. So the new wisdom that I will say is for you and for many of us that are watching all around the world, to think about another income that can help us, that can bring freedom to our family, to our children, to ourselves, so that we don't burn out, we don't wear out. Like Naomi said, some of us, we are in the surviving mode, so that you can have freedom. So one income may pay your bills. It might be okay for now, but the multiple stream of income can protect your family. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. Well said. All right. So yes, one income can pay bills, but can it give you extra? Can it leave you room for that emergency? It will not leave you room, because you're barely surviving. You're barely taking care of those important bills, mandatory bills. So, Mentor Madeline, one question I want to ask you is that people said they don't have time to build something else. Even those that are just working one job, they say that they don't have time to build something else. What advice would you give to these people?
Oh my gosh. There's always time. There's 24 hours in a day. This business you can do at your own pace. You could do it 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. You have to make time to, if you really want to make change in your life, you don't want to stay stuck, you don't want to be dependent on one paycheck, then you have to make sacrifices. And if a sacrifice is putting in a couple hours per day, why not? eventually it's going to make a difference in your life and the life of your families, right? I've come to realize that this business, it's such an amazing automated system. It has changed the lives of so many people around the world that I can't see anyone that's really looking into this business, taking time to look into the business, that would really think that it would not work, because it has worked for so many. The same automated system. It's a business in a box. It provides everything. So saying that you don't have time, there's always time. Like I said, there are 24 hours in a day. You've got the weekends, you've got time off. You have to make the time if you want to make a difference in your life and your family's life. And there's no two ways about it.
Thank you, sis. Was said. And that concludes our session. So if you keep making excuses that you don't have time, there is no way you're going to move forward. There is no way, because this business actually do not require a lot of time. You can spend an hour watching a movie and laughing. Use that 1 hour to do this business so you can generate income. That's why we say leverage the social media, leverage those gadgets that you have in your hand. Instead of just watching other people make you laugh, why don't you make something for yourself that will give you that joy, right? So don't ever say that there is no time. Even there are people in this business, mothers with multiple children, young ones, little ones, they are doing good at this business. So this business is very flexible. Anybody who is ready to change their life will find this business very, very useful for them, because that is why you see so many hardworking parents are turning into this business, because they have found something that gives them that flexibility they've been looking for. No more overtime, no more picking extra shift, no more spending long hours outside. So if you are thinking that because of your schedule you won't have time, please, that is not the case. This business actually gives you flexible time that you can do on your own terms. Nobody's telling you when to do it. You do it when you want to do it. So we want to thank you for watching us today. We want to thank you for always being part of this show. But if you learn something, always tell us what you learned. Or if you don't like what we say, also tell us what you didn't like. We like the criticism too, right? So we are here to educate. We are here to share the reality of the life, and we are here to encourage someone. You might be stuck at home thinking that I don't know what to do to myself anymore. I can't see my family. I can't be part of my children's life. I can't do this. But we're saying that there is something here that you will do and be part of those that you love so much. So if you want to join us, you see our website, you can reach out to any of us at any time. We will be happy to mentor you, to walk you through this program so you can get started. All right, we want to thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time at Connect the Dot with Candida. That will be on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a good night.